Most people think they need thousands of dollars to start investing. The truth is, the first $1,000 is often the most important money you'll ever invest. If you have $1,000 and you are a beginner, the simplest way to invest it is to buy small pieces of many large companies at the same time through a low-cost index fund. This means you are not trying to guess which company will become the next big winner. Instead, you are buying a tiny piece of hundreds of successful businesses all at once. Think about walking into a grocery store and buying one item from every shelf instead of spending all your money on a single product. If one product does poorly, the others can still do well. That is how this works. First, open an investing account. Next, put your $1,000 into a broad market index fund. Then, leave it alone and allow time to do the work. People should do this because it reduces the risk of putting all their money into one company. The benefit is that their money has a chance to grow while they sleep, work, and live their daily lives. The first action is opening an investing account and funding it with your first $1,000. Start by choosing a trusted investing platform. This is simply a place that holds your investments, like a bank holds your cash. Next, connect your checking account and move the $1,000 into the investing account. Finally, buy one broad market index fund. Imagine Sarah works at a grocery store and saves $50 every week. After months of saving, she finally reaches $1,000. Instead of letting that money sit in her checking account doing nothing, she moves it into her investing account and buys an index fund. This matters because money sitting still often loses buying power over time as prices rise. By investing, Sarah gives her money a chance to grow. The gain is simple. Her money can start working for her instead of waiting for her next paycheck. The second action is continuing after the first investment. Many beginners invest once and never add another dollar. That is where many people go wrong. Imagine John invests $1,000 and then stops. Now imagine Lisa invests $1,000 and adds just $25 every week. That small amount may seem tiny, but week after week, month after month, it keeps buying more investments. Over time, Lisa owns more and more pieces of successful businesses. You should do this because consistency is often more powerful than trying to find the perfect investment. If you do not continue investing, your money has less opportunity to grow. If you keep adding small amounts regularly, you slowly build a larger investment that can produce bigger results in the future. A smart investor focuses on habits instead of excitement. Many people see a popular stock on social media and rush to buy it because everyone is talking about it. A smarter approach is different. First, decide how much money you can invest each month. Next, set up an automatic transfer so the money moves into your investment account without you thinking about it. Then, continue buying the same broad market index fund regularly. Imagine two friends. One constantly chases the newest hot stock and worries every day about prices going up and down. The other quietly invests the same amount every month into a broad market fund. Years later, the second friend often has less stress and a larger investment account because they followed a simple system. This gives an advantage because it removes emotional decisions. It helps avoid costly mistakes and creates a steady path toward growth. Imagine a middle-class worker named Mike. He earns enough to pay his rent, groceries, utilities, and other bills, but he does not feel wealthy. One day he saves his first $1,000. Before learning about investing, that money sits in his checking account. He spends some of it on things he does not really need, and the balance rarely grows. After learning a simple investing system, he opens an investing account and places the $1,000 into a broad market index fund. He also starts adding $20 every week. At first, nothing dramatic happens. He still goes to work, pays bills, and lives a normal life. But months turn into years. His account slowly grows because he keeps investing and stays patient. Before, his money sat still. After, his money begins buying small pieces of businesses that work every day. The result changes because he moved from spending without a plan to following a simple money system. The biggest lesson is that investing is not about getting rich overnight, it is about giving your money a job. Most beginners think success comes from finding a secret stock or making a lucky guess. In reality, success often comes from doing simple things over and over again. Save money, invest it into a broad market index fund, keep adding to it regularly, and give it time to grow.